Hi there and welcome back to a new video. This is a haul video.
Yes it is, yeah, hi, welcome. And also welcome if you're new to the channel as well.
This is from our October 2022 trip. We've literally been back 24 hours. We're feeling it a bit at the moment, aren't we?
We are a little bit, so hopefully this will all make sense and we don't end up talking, well, more gibberish than we normally do, so yeah.
Yeah, we thought we'd just get it done. We've had everything on the dining table and a lot of these are gifts that we want to start giving out, so we thought we'd film it straight away.
Yeah, I mean, what we would actually also say is a couple of things we were going to talk about to start off with as well, is the fact of actually how we managed to bring our stuff back.
We also wanted to share general tips and hacks as well, so it's not just going to be this is what we've bought. We want to share tips, hacks,
yep.
Different ways that we've done things.
Yeah, I mean, when we go out there, we never load our cases fully, so we're always a little bit underweight. We also, if you've seen our other videos on maybe tips and tricks, our toiletries we generally don't bring back. We'll generally have used them. We take enough of what we need. So we've actually done it before, if you've seen our videos where we've actually weighed our toiletries. And when there's 4 of us that have gone away, they've actually almost weighed the same weight as a suitcase.
Yeah, they've
combined.
weighed up 17 kilos before for 4 of us.
This has been obviously for a longer trip. So I know some people buy their stuff out there. We take it with us.
Quite expensive to buy out there at the moment
but you
as
think
well.
about it, that is almost, you think that's 17 kilos worth of gifts you can bring back. So that's really, just in case people are wondering, how do we do that? So
it's a question we've been asked. The other thing we do with buying toiletries, we buy them when they're on offer.
Over here,
deodorants, buy one get one free. We then put the free one or one of them
aside.
We store it aside. So we do it like that, don't we? For a few months leading up to a trip. And like Aid said, we then weigh them so we know the extra weight.
And also with hand luggage allowance now being up to 10 kilos.
With Virgin.
With Virgin, that is.
Somebody told me BA allowed 23 kilos. Somebody messaged me whilst we were away. Apparently, I don't know. Wow. We haven't flown with BA. So that's just what I was messaged. Also,
that's okay. But in regards to that, that means then we always bring our breakables back. Our mugs, as you know, we do like to maybe buy a mug or 2. We've had it before. We've been on a road trip. We've actually had our hand luggage has been full of mugs. We know then they're going to come back safely, and just fingers crossed they never ask them to be checked in at the last moment. Then we'd be a bit stuffed, wouldn't we?
But we had that, so it's not always that we use the hand luggage for that weight. For us, it's the breakables.
The delicates, the breakables.
And my mum had that as well. She had bought some really nice glass tree decorations.
Christmas ornaments,
yeah, and obviously they were taking up so much room in her case. But her husband didn't have, not even a rucksack. He had nothing. So I said about taking an extra bag, so they got out their swimming holder that they had, and they were able to put the boxes in there, so you can use hand luggage as well.
Should we get started on this?
Definitely.
Should we start on, there's no particular order, but we'll try and do sections of the go. Should we get the really dull one done first?
What's the dull one? It was a necessity.
No, we didn't just buy 2 hangers. We got to our villa. Your sister stole all the others out of the rooms, didn't she?
There's a story. So we got to the villa and we all chose our rooms, and we had about 5 or 6 hangers in our room.
And bear in mind it's a 6-bed place. There were 2 spare rooms.
And so then one spare room.
Oh, was it 1 spare room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then so we went in just to see how the others were doing, if they had more hangers.
They're all gone.
My sister had taken all the hangers from the spare room and her kids' rooms, and she had loads of hangers.
Yeah.
I did take some, and then I gave some to my mum. But then we just thought, we're just going to go and buy some.
We went to Walmart, bought some hangers, $3 for 18. Probably the most, maybe, it was an essential purchase.
It's so pretty, though. Look, it's my favourite colour.
But we will probably take some with us next time. Maybe not all the same.
This has happened to us a lot. We go to a villa or a hotel, and there's like 5 hangers between us. Yeah,
it's we're also the fact of, I think when we're somewhere for a couple of days, we don't really need them. But if you're somewhere for 2 weeks, it's a little bit different. We may even do the nick trick and pack our clothes with the hangers next time.
We don't wear shirts though, really, do we?
T-shirts. So. Oh, T-shirts roll up, don't they?
Yeah.
So
he wears lots of shirts.
But we might take some with us.
I think we'll take a few because they're not heavy, are they? But $3 for 18, I thought that was a really good price. That was in Target. The other thing we want to do is, the other thing I was going to say actually, I meant to share this at the start, is it's not so much a video just to show off what we've bought. It's more to help those that are travelling out soon to see what's out there at the moment, so you can see prices. And like I said, it's just general tips and tricks as well. So we really hope it helps if you've got a trip coming up.
And when we get to the kind of, should we say, the Disney stuff, we'll maybe touch on that, because for example, it's things like the price of t-shirts, jumpers, excuse me, other merchandise like that. So it's kind of, that may give you some sort of ideas of the difference in price of some of the.
And the other thing I was going to say, we have a huge amount of gifts. We've done a lot of Christmas shopping. So we will still share them, but we won't be saying if they're gifts or not, because we will probably have friends and family watching. So
no, in the family, probably not.
So the majority of what we have bought are gifts. It's not just us being extravagant. But then I also wanted to touch on that. We do not buy birthday presents or Christmas presents for each other. Our gifts are what we buy when we're out there. So I bought a couple of bags, so I will share those. We don't buy Christmas gifts or birthday gifts, and when family give us gifts, it's always money to spend in Florida,
for
which
example,
we save.
My birthday was in August, and I think as you start to get older, there's nothing that you really kind of need as such. So it's a case when my parents ask me, it is a case of, like, if we're going on holiday, they'll generally give money to buy something while we're there, because they feel that if there's something that we really want to treat ourselves to. And also another thing is, I've come back with a reasonable amount of clothes, but we were talking about this. Disney or on the holidays are the only places really when I tend to buy any clothes.
Elsewhere.
I don't, it's not all Disney stuff, but I do buy when I'm out there. I don't tend to buy over here. I think it's just kind of almost feels like you get something that you wouldn't maybe get somewhere else. So should we get started now? Should we start? We'll start on the food. There's no particular order, but we'll start on some of the food stuff.
Okay.
So
these weren't actually bought to bring home.
No, we just didn't eat them. So these are the Tostitos party-sized scoops.
Are they still scoops?
There's a few in there that are scoops. Now, bear in mind that was in a suitcase. I think there are some are broken up, but they'll be quite nice with some.
We've bought it from home before.
We have actually.
Do you remember how much the party size are now?
Well, they're about $5.
I'm thinking that about $4.49.
Crisps have really gone up in price. We don't buy the Doritos, but these party size here are, how heavy are they?
They're a big bag.
They're like 400 grams. If you bear in mind, our Doritos over here in the UK, I think they're 180 grams. So it's the equivalent of over 2 bags.
Yeah, that's true. When you say it like that,
it's not actually bad.
Crisps, if you're buying the big bags of Lay's and things, you're looking at about $3.50 a bag now, easily, if not more, depending on where you shop. There is a significant difference in buying in Walmart compared to buying in places like Publix and Target. We've noticed that a lot as well.
If you see our Disneyland Paris, we love our barbecue Lays. So we just picked up those, didn't we?
A couple of little bags
there, so that's something there. Now, you picked these up, and you seem to think you hadn't had these before, but we had.
There's another bag
somewhere. There's another bag. I think it was in here.
Oh, these are the ones I've opened.
There was another bag somewhere.
Yeah, there's I don't know.
Pick it up.
A couple of little, so I've opened these ones. These ones we're gifting. They're the little Mickey
goldfish
ones. They had Star Wars ones as well.
They're like cheddars kind of thing, aren't they?
So you've got like the original little goldfish there, but then you've also got little Mickey ones, little cheesy ones. They're really cute. I want to make up some trail mix and things, so I thought they'd be really nice. Yeah. And these were in Target.
They were
$2.18, I think.
Like
that. They were quite low.
We're not going to remember how much the price for everything. So although we'll say the price if we can remember it, but if we don't, we won't. So a couple other things here. Staple.
I didn't realise you bought that back.
Yeah, we didn't use it out there. So we love the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I just bought this one. We can get it over here, and generally the price isn't too bad. You can get it in Morrison's. That was, I think, $2.89.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
That's the largest size that we get over here.
Our little one, if it's not an offer, we buy a little one, and that's £3.
Yeah.
So that's quite a good price. I think Lidl sells them as well, actually.
Hershey's Chips Ahoy cookies.
Well, I was actually after.
Which ones are there?
These are for Louis. We're taking these over to him tomorrow. I was actually after the fudge brownie ones.
Didn't see the fudge brownie
ones.
No,
you pop them in the microwave and they go really gooey inside. But we still haven't found that there's as much choice as there used to be with a lot of things.
No, and it's not even the seasonal choice. I mean, we missed Halloween. Well, there were some Halloween bits there, but there weren't the Halloween like candy, like the M&Ms and bits and pieces. We've had it before where we've had the candy corn ones. There's been the ones with the spooky kind of...
Yeah, well, we were talking to a staff member in Target about it, and she said that they get all their stock in early. So like when we've gone on our summer trips at the end of August.
That's when we've actually seen it, isn't it?
That's when we bought them all, and she said they get them all in then, but they don't restock, so they sell fast. So let that be a warning to you if you're going over next summer. Buy up all your Halloweeny treats then, because once they're gone, they're gone. They do not restock.
And also, it was too soon for the Christmas. Although some of the Christmas bits were coming out decorations-wise, candy wasn't out yet. You were hoping to try and see if you could get the Ghirardelli Peppermint Bark. The only place we saw it was actually in Ghirardelli, wasn't it? In Disney Springs. But no, so that's that. Now, what should we move on to next?
You love this stuff, don't you?
4 bag of candy corn. It's I can't eat loads of it at one time, but it is kind of quite a nice sort of thing.
Let us know if you like candy corn. To me, it's too fudgy.
Is that in focus?
Don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we've got product placement on, so hopefully all these products should be in focus.
Do you want to do your M&Ms?
Yeah, I can do an M&Ms. Got a bit of a selection here. We've got...
We've bought... These ones were from Target, weren't they? They were $4.49, I think, for this size.
Yeah, for this size, which is the sharing size, which is 256 grams. So that's, I think, bigger than like the standard bags you would get in the supermarket. I know you can get bigger ones over here, but so that's that size there.
So with tax, that's about $5 for that size.
I then got myself a bag of pretzel M&Ms.
These were all from Walmart, these
yeah,
ones.
this
Can you remember
was
the price?
all, they were about, this was about $6. So that's 436 grams. So that's what they class as their family size. So that's quite a sizable one. And the caramel M&Ms I did buy.
Oh, you went a larger bag on this one.
Now, I have bought a couple of bags of the pretzels, but I'm just going to show you obviously one of them. I bought party size in the caramel M&Ms. Yeah, look, it actually fills up the whole kit. Look, it can actually replace you, look. There.
Well, you'd probably prefer that as well.
No, it wouldn't be. This is 963 grams.
And how much were those?
Those $11. But I'd noticed that when we've been before, these have always been $9.99. So again, we've seen the price go up even from when we were there earlier in the year. I haven't bought any of these. Oh, no, June. No, didn't.
You've probably still got some left.
No, I was on my last bag. I didn't buy any.
Didn't you?
I don't think I did. That's strange. I didn't eat them though. If I did,
no, I don't eat them.
Someone else eating them.
Nobody else has been here.
Oh. But anyway, yeah, I bought a couple of bags of those. Not the big size. I just got that big size, and I've got a family size of the other caramel as well. And just to show here, I also did. You're not as keen on these.
We've got a new favourite chocolate bar.
I'm going to get to that in a minute.
Oh, okay, go on. You do your one first.
Lisa's not as keen on these. Someone actually bought these because you were looking. Was it a recipe? There was Heath bar.
I like them.
They're a bit like dime bars, but you're not as keen on the chocolate, are you?
Bars, yeah.
But I love these. There's a little chocolate. Just pick these up in Target, level $1.19 I think each. But these,
we've got a new favourite chocolate bar.
You've seen us with our patties, our caramel pecan patties. These are like those in a bar.
They are. My sister got us onto these literally about a week before we came away. She mentioned them, and they are like the caramel
patties.
Yeah, the pecan.
The pecan patties.
Oh, amazing.
If you saw on our June trip, we picked them up in Universal, and also Disney sell them as well.
We've only seen these in Target.
Target, yeah.
$1.79, and then we saw them at the airport.
Well, you know they're going to be more expensive.
$3.49.
Yeah, everything's expensive at the airport.
But these are amazing. They come in like three little patties.
What are they actually called? Just so people know, they're called turtles.
Yeah, they're three little patties.
Pecan. Are they made by anyone in particular or not?
I don't know, but they were started to be crafted in 1916. The original pecan.
So, moving on next.
Dr. Metz. No, Demetz.
Demetz.
Yeah.
Moving on. These are not for us.
These are for Lulu.
Yeah, some Pop-Tarts.
He's been craving Pop-Tarts. They're going
Frosted
tomorrow.
Chocolate Fudge.
He asked for cinnamon bun as well, but they didn't have those.
No,
they're quite heavy to bring back.
They are actually. I mean,
they're really heavy.
It's about just over half a kilo.
Yeah, that's quite a hefty.
It's things like this when you realise if you buy. I mean, we'd only bought one, but imagine you buy 2 or 3 of these. It's then when you look at like your luggage allowance, you can start to see, and also with the M&Ms, like that bag being a kilo, the other's being half. You can see how they can actually start to add up.
This is a regret of mine. We picked these up to try in Target.
And we like them so much.
We shared them with the family, and we thought, oh, we're going to get some more. We didn't get around to going back. They are called Reese's Take 5. They are so good.
They're basically, if people, everyone must know Reese's and the peanut butter cups and things like that. These essentially are those. They're not the cups, but they've got pretzels in them.
I'll put that there. So it's got pretzel, caramel, pecan butter, peanuts and chocolate bar. I thought it had marshmallows in as well.
I don't think so. No, I think it's just the caramel and the. They were so nice.
I think they were $3.89 for the bag. 100 calories per piece. That's cool. I really wish we'd bought a couple more bags of these.
I know. I think they were under $4, and they were
$3.89.
Were they part of? They weren't part of the Halloween.
They were with all the Halloween stuff.
But they're not Halloween themed, are they?
I really liked these.
So if anyone's out there,
try them. They're really good.
I was going to say.
No,
I'm joking.
They're really good. Try them.
They're really nice. We wish we had, but we've got enough other stuff as well that we have bought back.
Disney are the worst at putting prices on things. It's so difficult to find prices, isn't it?
I know.
Everywhere we went, we couldn't find it.
How much is the price? I can't remember.
$6 for this little cotton candy. You can buy the great big bags that are cheaper, but these are easier to bring back. So we have some
also
candy.
checks. I've just noted on the top as well. Check best before dates as
that's
well.
a good
So
idea
if
when
you
you're
are
buying
using
gifts.
anything for gifts, obviously Christmas is coming up. I've just checked on there, and that's literally in
2023.
Yeah, but in January.
Yeah.
So just check things when you got, because not everything is necessarily that long dated.
Nope.
Moving on, a firm favourite of mine, and yours as well, isn't it?
I do like it as well.
Is our very lovely spray cheese. It's, I think, a love or hate. Those who haven't tried it, you should do. If you don't like it, don't blame us. But we love it.
The other thing which we've started doing now.
Yeah, and actually came from your dad, actually, so I'm cutting you off there. That's a very good point. Is the fact this is the Walmart version. It's generally, you can get the craft version, which is sold in Target. But the craft version is just under $5 for one of these now. When we first started getting this, it used to be a couple of dollars. But the Walmart one, which this one is like $2 something.
It's a big price difference.
So it's a big difference. And to be honest, it tastes just as nice. They do a sharp cheddar, which is this one. They do a yellow coloured tin, which is just normal cheddar.
And it's not dairy.
They do some other, so it doesn't need to go in the fridge. It's just like aerosol, isn't it?
Yeah.
And to go with that, we normally buy these to eat when we're out there, but it's just our Ritz crackers.
We didn't eat any spray cheese.
No, we didn't. The American Ritz biscuits taste a bit different from over here. You're not as keen on them.
They're too salty for me.
But we didn't eat them, so we just bought them back. So, moving on, we're almost at the end of food. I think we've got enough stuff to keep us going for a while.
This is our favourite snack.
Beer nuts.
They're like trail mix. I love a trail mix. Peanuts, all the little snacky bits,
Shall
corn.
I read what it says on the start of the bag? A crazy, crowd-pleasing mix of our original peanuts, insane grain, pretzels, sesame sticks and more.
I would choose this snack over anything, I think. And for that great big bag, it's just over $8 in Walmart.
And they last us ages, don't they? We just generally have a small bowl.
Yeah.
You want to do these ones?
Yeah. These make really good little gifts. Disney used to do, they're the little Rice Krispie treats. They were slightly larger than this, on a stick for $3.99. And they seem to have stopped doing those. And in the parks and that, they've all got chocolate or M&Ms and frosting and all stuff on, which I'm not so fussed with. I just like the originals.
Yeah, the marshmallow heads.
But they're obviously more expensive, all the dipped ones. We just like the plain ones. But you can buy them in the little merch stores, often by the tills and that. They're $3.99 for the little heads. And I do think, do you agree as well? The originals are the best.
Originals. We had one, didn't we, on Main Street in our gym, and we loved it. That was a chocolate one, wasn't it? But we said we didn't actually have one, did we?
No, we didn't
this time.
We were going to make it our new tradition.
Yeah.
That failed.
Yeah, it was a tradition for one trip.
What else are we going to do?
Well, should we do your side now?
No, I wanted to talk about refillable mugs. So, we've just brought one back with us.
Sorry.
That's all right.
My mug just fell over.
Crash away. We did buy refillable mugs out there. We just think they can save you so much money. You can't refill them in the parks.
No.
But we wash them up. We have a great big IKEA Ziploc bag. We stick them in our bags. There's no weight to them at all. And then we will often take a break from the parks and go to a resort and fill them up there. We don't do it every time, only if it's in our itinerary.
Yep.
And then we go and refill them up. But we have used these so many times. But the problem is, they're $21.99, by the way. They were $19.99 when we went out there. They went up in price. The problem is that each time you have to buy a new mug, we spoke about this with somebody out there, because you've looked into this before, because we would happily pay the same price but reuse our old mugs, but they don't do that. This time we were struggling with space, weren't we? We wanted to use them on the last day.
Yep.
Because we went and hung out at a resort before going to the airport, so we wanted to use them. And then it was like, well, I really didn't want to put them both back in the hand luggage. So I actually spoke to somebody, because we've got so many now, and I spoke to somebody at the beach club, actually, at their quick serve, about if these get recycled, and she said they do. So we bought one we'd actually packed in our luggage, hadn't we? And then we just wanted to use the one, and I just thought it's pointless bringing it back in my hand luggage. So we left it behind to go through their recycling system. So you can do that. If, like us, you have got loads and you don't need to keep bringing them back, you can obviously use them as gifts, but they obviously have been used. So I've left it behind to be recycled, but she said if you're staying on site, you can also leave them in your rooms if you don't want to use them anymore, and the housemaids will put them through to the recycling system as well.
And again, it saves them being binned in a regular bin and just being the risk of them not being recycled.
They probably wouldn't in a regular bin.
Now, I still think Disney should be doing something about being able to reuse these. There is a microchip in the bottom. You can't actually see it, but there is a microchip that they program for how long your stay is. I don't see why, considering they had to reprogram the families, didn't they, because they were too short period of time.
Yeah.
So they can do that. So what's stopping me taking this one back
And having it reprogrammed.
And I'm happy to pay. It's not an issue about the payment, because it's not like we're trying to get a freebie for drinks, because even the last day I think we probably filled up 3 or 4 times. So that even made it worth of how much it costs. So I'm more than happy to pay, but it's something that I think there's no reason why they can't. You can't tell me the technology's any different, or even if someone doesn't go or goes once a year, they can't take them back and then just reprogram them.
With regards to cost for drinks as well, you're looking at about $4.50, aren't you, for a drink in the park? Yeah,
half litre bottles are $4.50, so you're talking $5 including tax, and the fountain beverages that you get in quick service are $3.99 plus tax, of course. So I know in some places when you buy the fountain drinks, you get 3 refills in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you go to the resorts or the quick serves, if you buy a fountain drink, you can get 3 refills, because we did that in Animal Kingdom, didn't we?
Yeah, and then took it away with us. And you don't get discount on these if you're an annual pass holder, just to let you know.
So that's kind of covered the food side. Well, you got a couple of bits over there, haven't you?
Oh, I have actually. I forgot about that. Oh, we picked up these as well.
Chocolate coins.
Little chocolate coins, and they travel back very well.
Without melting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw these originally in the park, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to, they're going to be in my bag all day. So then I managed to find them. I found them actually in Disney Springs later on when we were just doing a quick shop in the evening when it was much cooler.
Yeah. Do you want to go through the bits you've got there?
Yeah. So a couple of spices.
Oh, that's a bit sticky, that one.
Oh, that is a bit sticky. Pumpkin pie spice mix. I've struggled to find this in the past. I'm running really low on mine. I use it all the time. It's like a cinnamon mix, but it's got other bits and pieces added. I'm just trying to see what is actually in it. Cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger, and cloves. I love it. So I bought some of these, and I think that was a couple of dollars. This, however, I was really chuffed with this. I bought this for our daughter. Everything seasoning blend. And she found this, didn't she, a couple of years ago.
Amazon, wasn't it? Is it Amazon?
Yeah, and she really wanted it. She likes to do a lot of her own baking. She wanted to make some pretzels, and she'd seen some YouTubers using this or seen it in a vlog or something. And I bought some on Amazon for $13.99. You can obviously just mix your own as well. It's just something she had seen, so I thought it would be a cute gift. But $1.99 in Walmart. Yeah. Was it Target, actually? I think it was in Target.
I can't remember.
Yeah. And we also bought back our Cracker Barrel.
In the middle, rather than you're doing over to one side.
Cracker Barrel syrups. You get these when you have pancakes, and there's 3 that we didn't use.
They're glass bottles as well, so just so you know.
Yeah. So we bought those.
Yeah, things. This is more of a tech thing.
You did buy it out there, though.
I did buy it out here as well. You know, obviously, with us vlogging and bits and pieces, we need to keep lots of stuff charged. We now actually have a bit of a collection of American charging plugs, or ones which can be used in the UK and America. But I actually bought myself this Anchor. We love Anchor stuff. Little extension lead. It's got two American plugs, and it's got USBs. So it's just so easy that we can just plug that in. We do take UK extension lead as well, but this is just so much easier just to take, so it just makes our life easier. That's a really boring and dull one, but
my boring one, deodorants. I always buy these deodorants. I stock up when I'm in Target. 99 cents for one. It's a aloe cucumber, I think, and it smells so fresh. I love it.
you might need to hold it in the middle because when it's to the side it's not always picking it.
Is that better?
No, how horrible you are. What about your wax melts?
Yeah. Right, I've got no, I didn't do many. We didn't really do well in Walmart, did we? We did a couple of really quick shops. One when we arrived, and then another when we went to the villa.
We had to go back again, didn't we?
We just didn't get around to it. Picked up one honeysuckle and pineapple. We've got some of these which we love, which is why we bought another one. We bought peach and mango. I've got one of these in at the moment, and it's so nice. It's almost like a summery autumnal one.
Sweet, isn't it?
But it's not too sweet.
No, but it's a sweet smell, isn't it? It's like
but I wish I'd bought more of these. I think this was on offer for $1. These larger ones now in Walmart are $4, and these medium-sized ones, I think they are $2.
No, they were $2, so they didn't work out any difference in price, if that makes sense. If you buy the large one, it literally was twice the price of the small one.
Got a couple of Halloweeny ones as well, which are quite sweet. And this one, I wasn't going because I didn't like the packaging. And then we smelt it, and it smells like a hotel smell when you walk in.
It is nice, actually. That's a nice. It's almost a fresh kind of smell.
So if you see that one in Walmart, give it a whiff and see what you think.
Should we talk about clothes then next?
Yeah, okay, let's do clothes.
Or did you want to do that other little gift that you got there first as well?
Yeah. Oh, look,
with your pumpkin spice as well.
We bought this as a birthday gift for our great niece. She looks like mine and my sister's dog. And she was really cute.
Your niece doesn't?
No.
The present looks like.
It's got a little lead. She was 2 whilst we were away. So we thought that was really cute. It comes with a little kennel, and that was $11 in Target.
Yeah. Should we move on to clothes then?
Yeah, go on then.
The first one I'm going to show is actually my t-shirt that I'm wearing. You see the logo? I'll get up and turn around actually.
Go on then.
I'll try to anyway. You're going to have to tell me if you can see me or not.
I'm so tired.
Are you? Well, can you see me in the camera?
No.
So I need to get down.
Yeah.
Yes?
No.
You've been horrible.
Yeah.
You are. Can you see the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that. This is part of the Disney, the Vans range. I struggled actually to find the sizing. There seems to be a lot of the smaller sizes, small and medium, but not any either large or extra large. But I did see this one towards the end of the trip. I'd had mine on it since we literally saw it for the first time. Yeah, the van stuff was really quite cool. I mean, I've seen a lot of people sharing some of it, but...
My sister bought some really cute Vans out there with all like the Disney logos on, and that, didn't she?
And it wasn't bad price either. Just something else as well we mentioned while we start talking about some of the clothing and the Disney merch is the fact whilst we were there, up until the 14th of October, there was an additional 10% for annual pass holders. So that brought the discount up to 30%. So we made sure was the fact that if there was anything we did see that we wanted, that was the time we were going to get. Now if you think about it, if you got a t-shirt for $30, that's $10 off. So it really did help. You'll see one of the other purchases that Lisa got in a minute. That did obviously really save an amount. So we did buy most of this within that first week we were there.
Yeah.
So we did actually get some quite good bargains even when they were just normal prices. They weren't discounted.
It really made a difference.
So it really did make a difference.
I wanted to say about sizes actually. We've noticed, I actually saw some t-shirts I really liked, but they seem to be absolutely huge, and I mentioned it in one of our Instagram stories, and somebody messaged me saying that Disney seemed to be doing more unisex sizes now. Rather than having ladies ranges and men's ranges, they're doing unisex. And then I spoke to a cast member about this actually a couple of days ago, and they seem to be starting at a small, but it's a men's small. So for us smaller people, it's not great because the t-shirts are huge, and I liked one in particular, but it had quite a big design. But because most of my t-shirts, when they're too big, I tend to tie at the side or tuck in, so I wouldn't be able to see the design. So it's great that I guess it's available to everybody, but not if you're small.
But it's not for everybody.
But they go up to 3XL.
Yeah, this is the thing that gets me, is the fact, why not do it as an XS or an XX? If a female small is equivalent of, say, a male XXS. Do a smaller version. So do
they don't come in an XS.
No, they don't. Do the whole range. The small, yeah, we asked actually in one of the stores, didn't we? You just said, didn't you? And the smallest they go to is small.
Actually, there's a T-shirt. This
I'll
is
show you.
yeah. I'll do that now. Actually, for example, we've bought this for our son who we're gifting tomorrow, and this is a small, and he's what, 5'6".
He's not big framed
this
either.
Is I would have gone for the XS for him had I have had a choice, and it's actually.
If you look on you, that comes down right past your thigh, almost your knees.
Almost to my knees. I'm 4'10", so there is no way I could buy a small. So for smaller people, we've kind of been pushed out of all of those
I think
clothes.
I think even if someone is, say, 5'2", that's still going to be huge.
It's going to swamp you.
It's the length.
Yeah, well, like I said, Louis is 5'6".
We've even noticed it on the male t-shirts. T-shirts I've gone and put on. I'm not small. And I'll generally be an XL, or depending on the cut, it'll be XL or double XL. But the lengths of them have been
really long.
They almost look a nightdress on me. So I don't quite know what's really happening with some of them.
So yeah, I feel a bit disappointed like that. I feel like I've been pushed out a little bit.
But that boardwalk t-shirt, we love that t-shirt,
yeah,
don't we?
Let me show you that properly. So he liked this in June, didn't get it, and regretted it. So we managed to find it at the boardwalk. This is from my mum, actually. She's bought this. She's been buying gifts, actually. So some of this is even gifts.
She didn't buy anything for us, me or Ben.
She bought something for me. So yeah, this was from my mum for Louis.
Got these near the end of the trip. A pair of swimming shorts with a really cute Mickey in sunglasses there.
Yeah, you've been needing some new swim
I needed
shorts.
some more, and do you know what? These are the same price as buying from Next. I think we did this. Did we do a story about this? I'm not sure we did or not.
No, we didn't.
But they were $34.99. We didn't get these when it's 30%, but still that brought it down to about $28. So it's no different than going to a normal high street store. So it's not like it was more expensive.
We bought those in the Riviera, but we've seen them in other Disney stores since.
You kind of liked them, didn't you? And
Yeah, I did. I really liked
did fit
them.
well as well.
Yeah.
Should we go through some other clothes?
Yeah.
Should we sort of like take
do you want to do my Shall I do my bargain of the trip?
Do your bargain of the trip.
I feel like I need a drum roll.
Do you? I'm not going to do a drum roll.
Okay.
Right, bargain of the trip. I think people who've seen our stories would have known and will see this already. I love this t-shirt.
This is a ladies' t-shirt.
It was from the Character Warehouse,
it's a lot
wasn't it?
smaller. Character Warehouse, and what was it?
$36.99.
And I bought it for
$2.99. That's $2.99.
So my sister
That was
got
a
one as
bargain.
well. Yeah. So it's just a plain on the back. It's
I like that
one of
style.
those really, really light t-shirts. Yeah, I can't wait to wear this, and it's really, really cute. I'm just pleased with that. $2.99.
Do you want me to show my couple of bits?
Yeah.
Now these Epcot 40th at the moment, and I picked up actually a few bits of Epcot, so I'll show you these. Yeah, I know. Well, you know it is.
I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, but it's all the way across.
That's really bad.
Yeah, this is something we're going to mention in a minute. Lisa's just obviously looking at the t-shirt, and you're probably thinking, what the hell is she talking about? We'll get to it in a minute. Epcot 40th, love the little logo, and on the back, there's quite a few t-shirts that have got this design. This was actually part of my birthday present from my parents. I've got this, a hoodie, and something else as well. But what Lisa's going to say is the fact that these t-shirts, the quality of them, I've worn that once.
We've already taken one back.
We took one back, and this was a new one. You can see it's bobbled.
Really
Now,
badly.
we've got a feeling that's because of, well, I don't know, but we've seen it before where they've been washed and they kind of come up just really bad. And even the cast member said, oh, that's what they do. But then I've got another t-shirt. Well, this one here, the Vans one, hasn't.
Well, you've got other Disney
I've
t-shirts.
got other t-shirts, but we've noticed it before about the t-shirts that bobble. And I think when you're spending, say, $30 or $30 plus on a t-shirt, you don't expect after one wear for it to start going bobbly.
But we noticed that the quality in some places isn't great. There's a yellow sweatshirt at the moment. Be warned if you see it. It's got a zipped front, and they have them everywhere. It's a
hoodie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a hoodie. They have them everywhere, like a mustardy yellow. If you look at them, a lot of them are completely bobbled all over, but I was looking at them and like stitching's coming undone, it's hanging, the way you've got the tassels from the hood.
Tassels are all like
frayed, but some aren't. So some are neatly tied.
So it's not like it's distressed. Part of you could think, oh, they've done it as a distressed look, but when you realise the stitching is not there.
Coming undone.
And it's not just one or two. We saw them quite a lot. So it's almost like, are they actually finished very well?
Oh, yeah, I just feel like they've probably knocked out a whole load of cheap stuff. I wonder because they've had problems with getting some stock. They've knocked out a whole load, but it's been really quickly and cheaply made. But just be warned and have a look, because like that t-shirt, I think you should have got a refund rather than taking it back.
Right.
I know you really like it. I know you do, but you just don't expect it to bobble after one wear.
This was the other.
I love this.
It's a zip up hoodie. Again, it's the Epcot one. It's got the Epcot 40th there, and on the back again, it's got the same logo there. I can't remember how much this was. Was this 44?
You got this one with your 30% discount.
It was in Creations, wasn't it? So again, 30% off. So that brought down to $30. So I think actually for a zip up top. It's nice. It's quite lightweight as well. It's quite thin.
I really like it.
But it feels really cosy. So it's actually just a nice one. I thought also because it's the 40th, next time we go, the 40th stuff may not necessarily be there.
Yeah.
You love this.
I love this. I bought this hoodie. It is super cute. This is a kid's size. It's a kid's
XXL.
XXL. And it is a...
We'll show that afterwards.
No, I did it first.
Now.
Little Remy hoodie.
I like the little. Has it got a little? Yeah, it's got a little Remy there as well.
Yeah, it's really cute. I love the inside.
I like the
little
hood.
pockets
I like the
as
inside
well.
of the hood.
And the zipper is cheese, which is super, super cute. This was $39.99. I bought this actually at a stand in the Ratatouille area in Epcot, and I got this with the 30% off. So although I was moaning about obviously not being able to buy a lot of the adults' clothing, I can obviously buy kids, but a lot of the kids' stuff I wouldn't choose to wear.
No, the designs are a little bit, they are quite kiddie, which you would expect. They are children, it is children.
And
so.
also you don't always get the larger sizes. There was one of these, I was quite lucky, but when we went back, my sister quite liked it, went back a couple of weeks and they had none of the larger sizes. So I don't always get the choice of the larger sizes, or sometimes they're just not suitable. If it's made for a 2-year-old, it doesn't always look right for somebody in their mid-40s.
I've just got another t-shirt here.
Yeah.
And then we'll show the other hoodies. Just to finish on the Epcot here, got this long sleeve t-shirt. Epcot 40.
See, this is a completely different fabric to the other one.
I'll be interested to see how this actually one goes when wearing it as well.
But it has a different feel, it's lighter.
And again, that same design on the back, the Epcot 40. I just really like that. In wintertime, I love wearing my long sleeve tops. And I think the colour as well, sort of the red and white. I can't remember how much that was, but it might have been 36 again. So, should we show our matchy?
This is bubbled as well.
Has it? You haven't even washed that.
I know. I wore it once.
You've worn it once.
We wore it to extra hours.
I've washed mine as well. Mine's okay.
I wore this for 2 hours in extra hours.
Yeah.
It's because I've had my backpack on my back.
That was probably the reason for my t-shirt as well. But something shouldn't go bobbly because you've got a bag on your back. It's not like there's sharp things on the bag. It's all smooth. We got these. Got them from Old Key West. They're DVC sweatshirts. And just looking at the design, just show mine on the back.
We've never had matching before.
Oh, yeah, the Old Key West one. We just loved them. You loved the colour on me. I was really quite surprised by how it looked.
We had our 30% off, and then we had suddenly 2 cold days in Florida, didn't we?
So glad we had sweatshirts.
And it got down to about 9 degrees in the evening, and we were out for extra magic hours. Like I said, that's how I know I've worn this for 2 hours, because we went into the park for 2 hours, and that's all I've worn it for. Yeah, and it's bubbled on the back. Well, I'll wear this mostly in the house, won't I?
Last piece of clothing here.
This is my favourite.
Last piece of clothing here was bought from American Eagle. It's kind of quite just a plain long sleeve t-shirt, but it's got the American Eagle sort of logo and wording on the arms. Just trying to show that side there as well. But I just like it. It's nice. It's almost like a...
It's really soft.
Well, how do you describe it? It's blue, but it's a bit distressed kind of look to it. But it's really, really soft. Again, it's a long sleeve t-shirt.
You said you bought this in the outlets, yeah?
Yeah, it was in the outlets. I'm just trying to think the price.
It was $34.90, I think, was it?
$34.95.
Yeah.
So there wasn't discount on it. It wasn't in the discounted range, but I really liked it. and I haven't bought anything from there for a long time. I used to like buy tops and bits and pieces from there and stuff. So
just be aware when you're in the outlets that not everything is discounted in all the stores. So American Eagle, not everything is discounted in there.
No, just be aware, because you could have a discounted sign and stuff underneath.
Quite misleading sometimes.
Stuff underneath it could be just normal full price. So just always, or even at the till, ask, oh, could you let me know the price of this,
We've
please?
seen it before. It says like 60% off, and it's in the middle of a display, but it's just referring to the bits below, not to the bits above. So do just go careful with that. Are you going to talk?
I'm going to very quickly.
Okay.
Whilst we were in Hollywood Studios, this probably may mean nothing for a lot of people, but on the camera, we've actually got a microphone that's set recording this one separately. But when we're out and about, we have to put on what's called a dead cat, or is also known as a muff as well. We managed to lose the one that comes on the camera. We believe it was in Tower of Terror. So if anyone finds one, it's Az. It's a little thing that's like this. Looks a bit furry.
It looks like this.
It looks a bit like this, but we then had to try and find one, and we bought one on Amazon while we were there. So it clips onto the
really
camera.
soft.
It is really soft. And also, we bought two, didn't we?
Yeah, I've named it Miko.
It does actually look like,
Pocahontas.
yeah. Yes, that just slides on top of the camera, so it's a bit easier rather than having a big mic on top of the camera the whole time. The mic's already built in, but this kind of just helps stop the wind when it's blowing. So on the first few days or first week or so of our vlogs, if it seems a bit blowy, that's the reason why. We didn't have one.
Can we talk about that next?
Yes, you can talk about that.
You made me get this.
Who made you?
We bought patchwork quilt.
Now, look at the size of it. It filled half a case, didn't it?
Oh, we did travel premium, by the way, so you do get two cases.
It is nice.
Each. So yeah, we've mentioned that at the start of the trip when we start the vlogs that we use miles. So we're so fortunate that we started doing that, aren't we? It cost us £500 each to travel in premium, and for that you get two cases each.
Yeah.
So that's how we can bring back things like this. But I love the Pioneer Woman. I love her range.
You've had your ideas on things like, or eyes on things like this for years.
I know, I love it.
And whenever you've seen, whenever you've been in there, they've never had the size or never had the kind of style or the colour. So that's why when you saw this, I said to you, well, get it, because I think for years you've kind of seen something and they've never had what you're after.
It's king size. And it's it was $30, wasn't it? I think $29.90 or something.
Price, is it?
I know, it's beautiful. I just love all the
Patchwork
colours.
quilt, yeah.
We just want to pop it on with white bed linen and throw this on.
Yep.
I think that will look beautiful. But I love the Pioneer Woman. If you love her stuff too, it's all in Walmart. She's got all the home stuff. It's absolutely stunning. But, that's what it looks like. It's double-sided there. I can't wait to put that on. But I thought it was a really good price.
Yep.
Okay. Character Warehouse. We weren't even going to go, and then my sister said about some stuff, and she bought these back as gifts, so we went back and got some as gifts as well.
So what are these known? Are these actually just, they've got a name, haven't they?
Wishables, these are called.
The Wishables.
Limited, what were they originally? Oh, there wasn't a price on these, but
these aren't cheap. I don't know how much they are. $1.99. So I know
each.
they're not that price, obviously, in the store. Then you got the...
Look how cute. Little mini spirit jerseys.
They were $1.99, weren't they?
They were originally $21.99. They had a whole, for almost ceiling to floor collection of these, $1.99 each of all the clothing and accessories.
It's worth checking the Character Warehouse. I think...
But they're proper little reversible spirit jerseys. They're so cute.
So it's worth checking because, I mean, we would never have paid $21.99 for that.
No.
So, I don't mean for that. That sounds like...
No.
But it seemed that, to me, even if it's something we really wanted or our kids really wanted, $21.99 seems
for a little mini spirit
money.
jersey.
A lot of money.
We also picked up these in Target. Go and have a look in the dollar spot in Target if you're coming up, if you've got a trip coming up soon. All the Christmassy stuff is going in now. They have some really lovely stuff. We've got some tea towels here. Bought some of these as gifts. There's a second one. $5 for two. They have got others as well, haven't they? They've got some lovely stuff coming in. Loads of decor. We didn't buy anything. We didn't need anything. But there was lots that tempted us.
Do you want to talk about that?
This is a gift from my mum and her husband. They gave my sister and I a little gift on the last day. It's really sweet. A really pretty necklace there. With the three little Minnie Mouses. I really love the fact that it's in rose gold, and silver, and these were from TJ Maxx out there. Oh, I've got a necklace on that I was wearing as well. So I saw this necklace in June and really liked it, because I've always wear the same necklace from the Grand Floridian, and it's just a cheap kids one, to be honest, isn't it? With a really thin necklace. And I saw this one from Alex and Arnie, and I've got quite a few bracelets from Alex and Arnie, and it was, I think, $50. And I thought, oh, I really didn't need it. And then, so when we heard about the 30% off, it was on my list when I went out, and we saw it the first day in the Riviera. So I'll just show you. It's got the castle on there. And so I managed, and it's got, what does it say on the back?
Let's have a look. Where dreams come true.
There's some really, really lovely Alex and Arnie jewellery. Really nice. And like I said, I got 30% off this.
You've had stuff before. You've had another necklace before of theirs, haven't you?
Yeah, and they're adjustable, which I really like.
So, because you went on the length and they actually got it out to show.
Yeah.
When we saw it, it was, it's the adjustable one. So you can wear it short, wear it long.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Really
I've got a couple
nice.
of Alex and Arnie's.
Should we talk about magic bands?
Yep.
Now, we just noticed on someone's, I think it was Kirsty Co. Anyway, sorry, I noticed that they were doing magic bands to be delivered to resorts again. I think they've been doing it for some time, but I really hadn't been looking at anything. But because we were staying on site, we thought, oh, we'll get ourselves a magic band ordered, because they were also discounted. So these were they 34?
Yeah.
Instead of 54. But I think actually in the parks, I think I saw them for even more than that.
Yeah.
So they were, I think maybe even, I'm not sure if they were 60, but the one are you putting yours on?
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's got a kids thing. I could actually remove that.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't realise that. I quite like that.
But then once you do that, you don't do it now. Don't do it now.
I'm not going to.
But I picked up. Should just show I bought Epcot one. And
I've got the orange bird. I love those colours.
And these are the new Magic Band Pluses. Now they actually do come with a charger. You can see the little charging port. It plugs in. It is actually a specific like USB one end, and you do those there. They do actually. I found I haven't turned mine off actually.
Can you turn them off?
Yeah, you can turn them off. There's a little button. Well, they'll go flat anyway.
Yeah.
Now, even when they're flat, you still can get in the parks. That's one thing I asked the cast.
It vibrates.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, when it's on or off. So yeah, the little lights flash.
So is that on?
Yeah.
So it's flashing.
Yeah.
And that's what it does when you're going around the park. It flashes when there's like fireworks and things.
Yeah, when we're watching Harmonious, or it goes with the colours of what's going on. For example, I remember
really cool.
like Japan, it came out with the red and white of Japan because of that, and there was different things happening when different fireworks are going off. I think that's the whole idea behind them. So yeah, they're charged, but even if they're flat, I asked the cast member, will they still work to tap in? And they said yes, they do. So of course, still going to the parks with them, it's not like if they're flat, they won't work. So that was my kind of concern. They just won't do the interactive stuff and they won't light up. So we got that, and I also picked up myself a DVC Magic Band as well. We've got DVC ones from previous when we joined as DVC.
They feel too special now.
You thought you'd lost one last trip, didn't you? And it was just the fact, they're a Magic Band, but they're kind of like our special ones. So
and this one you got 30% off.
Yeah, I got 30% off as well. Got this when we were in Old Key West, wasn't it? I made that decision to get that. So that kind of is quite a nice touch.
Yeah.
And we're getting towards the end. We are getting there.
You know how much we love Orange Bird.
How much we love trays.
Yeah, we were in Animal Kingdom and we saw this and really liked it, and then we went to get it and I was like, no. It was $24.99. We did have the 30% off, but I said no, we don't need them.
So you decided?
Then I bought two. Well, it was because we use them now. The kids are at uni. We often have dinner on our laps now. We've become very lazy and we watch dinner a lot of the time in front of YouTube vlogs. And then I remembered that we used two from Tiger, but they're really starting to fall to bits. The edges are all falling to bits, and they're just a bit rubbish, aren't they? Yeah,
but also these were nice, like when we have like in an evening, maybe our beer nuts.
So this
have a little bowl on there, and
this is for our dinner trays.
These are for us.
Yeah, so that was $24.99. They have got loads. You see them everywhere at the moment. Loads of Orange Bird merch.
We've loved it. We've actually put ourselves off buying Orange Bird merch because we thought we don't need that. It's like the Sippies.
They're so cute,
there's a money, what do you call it? Money box.
Money box.
There's some other stuff. There was a bowl, really heavy bowl, not very big.
Yeah, that was with the Flower and Garden.
But then we thought we're not going to use it. But this we thought, we'd like to think with the stuff that we do buy that we're actually going to use it.
That it's practical.
That it's practical. So a lot of the stuff we do actually use. It doesn't just stay on the side somewhere. We do actually use it also.
Did you want to show what you bought for your mum, actually?
Yes, just moving on to this.
You gave them to her yesterday.
And I said we need to have it back, so we need to record a video, but we will promise we'll bring them back to you. We'd seen these before actually in the Riviera, and these are coasters. They are actually like ceramic tiles. I think they've got little rubber feet, or they've got feet. Oh, no, actually it looks like cork on the other side.
When your mum and dad saw them, that was the first thing they noticed, so they approved them.
Yeah, so the Riviera, the shiny, says they're in plastic, so I'm not going to undo them because they're a gift, which has already been given, but we're taking it back. And there's the two different there. So the 4 different designs, that's quite nice as well. There are 4 different designs. They were $21.99. Again, we got 30% off that as well. But I liked them, and also it meant something to us because that's where we stayed, and we really loved staying at Riviera, so that was really a nice kind of little moment.
So I've got a few small bits to share with you, and then we are going to go on to some really nice things we picked up in the character warehouse. We've also got pins, mugs and bags.
I hope you're still with us.
So a couple of small things. I picked up some really nice rubber stamps in Target. In the dollar spot, like I mentioned, these are $1 each. I picked up some hand sanitizer. Again, like I said, a lot of these are gifts. They're not for us. And this was, I think these were $10, $11.
They actually had different prices on some of them.
Oh, did they?
Well, I don't know if that was just the prices, the colour prices,
really cute.
but yeah.
It comes with a hand sanitizer.
They're quite a nice choice of them, actually, I think.
This range, we saw so many places. This is a gift, so I'm leaving it packaged. $8.99, but you can buy it as handbags, towels, toiletry bags. It's really, really cute. And it's like a Florida map design. Little journal. Right, the next is Character Warehouse. We do have a video that we filmed there, so I'm going to get this one up quite soon, just in case anyone's out there at the moment. This was what we went back for. We weren't going to go. My sister went one evening.
This one you got there, isn't it? Yeah.
Bought this back, and I thought, oh, I really, really want that. And it was $5.99. So we did go back the following morning.
I've not seen before. I hadn't seen the indentation
They
outside.
have got a massive display of this out there at the moment.
It could be it sells really quickly, but the few days we were there, it was still there, and they would still seem to be restocking it as well.
Yeah, they were bringing a lot of stock out.
And at the same time, as well as buying that, what was that originally the price of that? Was it
I don't know. $12.99.
Still, even $12.99 was not a bad price in the first place. Then there was this nest of bowls, which there's 3 in there. We haven't undone it, and we're not going to, but they're the same colours.
Ever?
We will do, yeah, but not at the moment. But there's 3. There's the one in the middle's like a blue on the outside with Mickey's on the inside. But this was originally $34.99 and down to $15.99. So again, that wasn't a bad kind of price there, was it? And this last one,
I love this
which is sort of casserole dish, isn't it?
Yeah, a baking dish.
Take it. You got it.
It's so nice.
And that was $34.99 down to $9.99.
They had other stuff as well. There was mugs and glasses.
There was, quite a range of it actually. So, do you know, it was
loads of placemats, cutlery sets, you know, like napkins. I picked up one of these for the centre of the table. We have a basket in the centre. And
that's going to look really nice.
Yeah,
and
this
also,
was $4.99.
it's pointed out that it's both-sided.
Originally $12.99. Yeah, it's reversible there as well.
So it's got little Mickeys on the inside.
And these were all $4.99. So there's a lot of these out there at the moment. So if you're out there, go and have a look.
Yeah.
Pins next. And Christmas tree decorations.
We'll do decorations first.
Okay. So this one is a gift.
You've got one over there actually. Was that unwrapped?
That one's unwrapped.
Unwrapped it.
Yeah, so we've got some gifts here as well. This one there, my sister picked up this for my brother. We're doing him a little gift basket because he couldn't join us. This was originally $17.99 in the outlets, and she got it for $7.99. Minnie and Mickey, and the next 2 are $24.99. And we got discount with those as well. And this one,
they've actually discontinued this range, haven't they? This style.
We were collecting this style with the 2 ears. And it's like with all the rides, we've got, I think, 3 or 4 of them that we've bought. Oh, yeah. On the back. This is Jungle Cruise. We wanted to buy Rock and Roller last time, and we didn't.
And we thought, oh, maybe next time.
We were going to, and there's hardly any of these left now. I think these, Nemo, which we've already got.
Mission Space they had, which doesn't really... I think I can...
We're not fussed with that ride.
We're not fussed with it. They had quite a few Mission Space, but there was Nemo, which we already got. But no, the Jungle Cruise one, we do love Jungle Cruise. It does have a special kind of meaning, doesn't it?
So yeah, they're the tree decorations.
And pins. I've got 2 this trip. There's Animal Kingdom. Now, reason behind this, if you watch our vlogs, you'll know that I try to collect a pin for each of the locations or each of the resorts we stay at. Animal Kingdom Lodge was the first one we stayed at. Years ago,
2014.
Yeah, so we had a couple of nights there, didn't we?
It was gifted to us by a friend who was getting married.
Yeah, and I hadn't actually thought you were the one that mentioned it. Actually, well, we stayed there, so we have stayed there. It doesn't have to be just because we've stayed since being like more recent years or vlogging or things like that. So I saw that and I thought, yeah, do you know what? I'll get it because we stayed there. And also, I kind of like when things happen like anniversaries, I like to try and get a pin. So I've got the Epcot 40th. They did have lots of Epcot 40th, all the different countries. Okay. But I just wanted an Epcot standard one, because I didn't want to just pick a country. This one was $17.99. Got a discount.
Did you?
Yes.
30%?
Yes. Yay. Did I get 30%? Yes, I think I must have done. I'll tell you I did, yes. I can't remember how much the Animal Kingdom one, but it is silver, so whichever colours. It was a basic one, so yeah. Just the 2 pins. Otherwise, I think you can go crazy with pins. When
they are all cute. There's such nice ones.
I know, when they're at least sort of like, let's say $10 each, you can still see how they add up.
Right, lastly, we've got mugs.
No, still got something else.
Oh yeah, shall I do those next? First? I started buying Loungefly bags.
You're not going to buy it?
You made me.
I didn't make you.
You did. You put this one in the basket.
No, you said that one's really nice.
It was nice. I wasn't going to buy it. And then you put it in the basket. $37.99.
In the Character Warehouse, yeah. It's a 50th one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was reduced from, I think, 75?
Yeah, 75 down to 37.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, so this one, Character Warehouse 37, they've had quite a few in there as well.
Loads and loads and loads, and there's a few other designs.
They did have other designs in there, didn't they, as well? So you kind of liked it, but I would say, and I'm sure this is a question that a lot of people do ask about Loungeflies, is actually getting them home. How people manage to take so many with them.
I did flat pack this one,
a little bit, but I can imagine some people would not want to do that because they think they'll damage them.
But the other went in hand luggage with some of the ceramics in it.
Yeah, so we put some of the ceramics. So I can understand packing things inside them because you can actually probably pack clothing inside them or whatever else.
Do you want to show this one? This one
you show them.
You really wanted this one.
No, you show them.
This was the first purchase. This was our first Loungefly. I do love the colours.
Show a bit. So
you got excited.
It was the DVC. It's a real retro. It's been shared on Instagram, so people would have seen it already. But it was just the whole sort of design of it, and the colour inside is very similar to the outside. Is that kind of retro kind of?
That's something
almost 70s, isn't it?
Yeah, you like about the Loungeflies, but it has got a pocket at the back, which the other doesn't, which is quite handy.
And we did get this at the start of the trip, so it was it 75
with 30% off.
With 30% off, so. But it was the kind of one that I think if you hadn't have got it,
you would have bought it anyway.
No, I wouldn't have done. No, but it was a case of that. It was just one that did.
It's really pretty.
Yeah,
it is nice.
And moving on to
mugs.
Last thing now, mugs. Now get the really dull one out of the way first. I bought myself an insulated mug that I can use for work. Keep my drinks nice and hot.
You only work upstairs.
When I go into the office as well.
You, what, once every 6 months?
Yeah. It says really nice. It does keep things hot and it keeps them cold as well. So, yeah. So really I bought that. I think it was $15 in Walmart. So.
That was probably your first purchase of the trip.
It was actually.
Yeah.
And moving on.
The free one.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not really a mug, is it? But it's we did. Try and put it behind my t-shirt maybe. We did we're going to say it wrong, aren't we? We were calling the fromage montage. Is it Emile's?
Yeah, I think so.
From Ratatouille. If you had 5 of the items on the cheese list that were part of this challenge, you then got a Dole Whip cheesecake, was it? I think strawberry
Dessert,
cheesecake
yeah.
dessert that came in this, and you could keep the souvenir mug as well. So that's just a plastic kind of
It's a
cup.
really tough challenge to do, wasn't it? Having to
It
eat
was.
5 cheesy dishes
Exactly, yeah.
and then be rewarded for it.
And those that will know us will know that probably our mugs are the biggest thing that we do. Like, do you want to tell that one?
Yeah.
Are the biggest thing that we like. So I'm going to hold this one that way.
We
You
did
hold that
use
one there.
these, haven't we?
We used them
Mine's
actually.
got a timbering in it already.
Has it? We used
Old
these
Key West.
in Old Key West. Now you hold them up. Got them in Riviera. Now we should have been a bit more prepared on these because these actually are, they change colour. So it's at night time. When you've got hot liquid in them, it changes to daytime.
Yeah.
So you can see at the top it's got the skyline, because obviously the Riviera's on the skyline. Yeah. And that will actually go, I think, either light blue or maybe even white. I'm not sure, but we love these.
There's a pinky coloured, isn't it?
But we saw these when we went
Last year.
in June. We didn't stay there, but as we stayed there, it was a case of we'd already said to ourselves that we'd want to pick up the mugs. So, and they're a nice size. These were $17.99.
And we got 30% off.
People are probably getting bored of us saying that, aren't they? And the last two, and these are probably the most, should we say, valued. Well, you weren't really fussed, were you?
No. You were.
You can tell that one.
Thank
I'll
you.
tell that one.
I like them though.
They're a nice design. We were keeping our eye out.
Oh, it's Kevin.
Because there's lots of, we're keeping our eye out for the 50th mugs. Now, if we just turn them around just slowly, do you want to hold this a bit closer? That's it. So we managed to get the Holly Studios one and also the Animal Kingdom one. We did not see Epcot. We did not see Magic Kingdom whilst we were there. We checked, I checked every time I went in.
Yeah.
But then I've seen that before we went, the Magic Kingdom ones were available. I don't know about the others. So
I do really like them. They're so
really nice. We were
nice.
hoping to get the Magic Kingdom ones, but we're just grateful to be able to get what we've got. We would love to still get the Magic Kingdom one and the Epcot one. It'd be nice to have the set.
Yeah.
It's
not the end of
but
the
they were
world.
$22.99. We're glad that we've got these.
You do also, when you have an annual pass, you do get discount in Starbucks. Not on the drinks.
Not on the drinks or
but
food.
No, but you do on the merch. Joffrey's, however, you do get discount on drinks as well.
Yes, yeah, so we got discount on these. So any merchandise in there, so no food and drink, that's just the normal price. But if you buy merchandise, so just remember that if you're annual pass holders, that you do get discount.
That's it, isn't it? Is that everything? Have a quick scout around.
I think
so. Yeah.
So that was our haul, and now it's about 3 hours later. We hope you're still with us. If you have, hope you've enjoyed what we've shared. As we said at the start, we've actually, there's quite a few gifts here for people, so it's also a nice opportunity for us to actually get some things that for people for birthdays or Christmas and things like that we wouldn't be able to get elsewhere. It's kind of that nice little special touch. So
but thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it.
yes, and if you don't, please subscribe. The other videos will be coming up soon.
I want to get the Character Warehouse video done next as well.
Yep, but our vlogs for the series will be coming soon. And hope you're looking forward to those. And we're going to try and get those out sort of as soon as we can.
But thank you very much, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.